The Suzuki Gsx S125 is one such machine and has been updated with more than just new colors for 2022. Suzuki has given the Gsx S125 a tweaked throttle body, a bigger exhaust system, and a bigger intake box. But all of this still adds up to make this a baby Gixxer for the urban jungle. While it sure is refreshing to see changes, it is high time Suzuki gave this baby naked machine a thorough makeover. It continues to nail the VFM factor by being the cheapest of the 125cc bunch. This helps it stay afloat against the more handsome bunch that includes the KTM 125 Duke and our favorite looker the Yamaha MT 125, which again gets its mean looks from its elder the Yamaha MT-03. The 2022 Suzuki Gsx S125 continues to be inspired by its Gixxer elders, mostly the 2022 Suzuki Gsx S750. Most of its muscular bits are derived from its bigger brother, including the split seating setup and the chunky tank-mounted shrouds. But to add more color, Suzuki has given its smallest Gixxer 3 new colorways. It consists of a sinister-looking Detroit black with blue alloy wheels, a breezy-looking Seattle white with red alloy wheels, and the classic Baltimore blue with Suzuki's well-known blue and silver livery. All these colors do refresh things a bit, but these bikes gravely need a generation upgrade. Apart from the new colors, Suzuki has also given the 2022 Gsx S125 a new exhaust system. This is a necessary upgrade since the peppy little runabout is now Euro 5 compliant. To comply with the norms, it gets a bigger catalytic converter, which gives the exhaust system a beefier look, and the muffler now gets dual exit ports. All of this makes the bike quieter than before, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You will still get to hear this humble single-cylinder roar at the higher revs. This update is sure to add to its weight, but it's nothing major to feel on the go. It is not entirely a touch-up job for the 2022 Suzuki Gsx S125 as it gets slight updates for the throttle body and the intake manifold. The throttle body is now slightly bigger, and so is the case with the airbox. This should technically bump up the in-gear acceleration, but we suspect it to be mild. Well, something is better than nothing, right? And all in all, we think the added weight from making it Euro 5 compliant would be neutralized with these mechanical tweaks and retain this Gixxer's fun riding characteristics. Everything else on this peppy liter machine remains more or less unchanged. The 2022 Mi continues to be powered by a liquid-cooled 124.4cc single-cylinder motor that churns out 15 horsepower and 8.48 pounds-foot of torque. All the humble power is transmitted via a 6-speed constant mesh gearbox. This engine is high on efficiency and is perfect as a city runabout. The compact form factor makes it very agile on the streets. Adding to that, it gets lighter 10-spoke aluminum wheels. This helps reduce unsprung mass and flick the bike around like child's play. Dual-channel ABS is standard and provided by Bosch. Braking is taken care of by discs at both ends 290mm at the front and 187mm at the rear. The suspension setup is also quite straightforward with telescopic front and oil-damped rear link types. 90-section front tires and 130-section rear ones add to its handling capabilities. Styling is beefy for a beginner 125cc motorcycle, and despite being slim, the broad tank adds a muscular stance. The odd-looking LED headlamp unit might take some time to get used to, but gives it an angry look. On the technology front, things are subtle but wholesome. It gets a full LCD instrument cluster with all the data you need displaying crisply. We won't be getting the 2022 Suzuki Gsx S125, and it's not a bummer. American roads require more performance, and this machine is more suited for the Asian and European countries, where the population density is higher and cities closer. It is already on sale in Europe and can be ridden with either an A1 or B license in certain parts across the pond. Pricing starts from €4,199. Despite getting a notable bump in pricing, it still manages to undercut the rivals and prove to be a VFM offering.